What was it Zombie said that she was gonna do?
I'm going to expose every one of these YouTube racists. I'm going to drag you out and I'm going to shine a light in the spaces that you've cultivated in hatred and bigotry. And I'm going to continue to make you irrelevant. I will continue to cost you sponsorships. I will continue to cost you jobs. I will continue to do this forever because the more you guys keep fucking up and the more you keep showing your ass to everybody on Megan Thee Stallion's internet, the more powerful people like me will continue to get.
Seems like it didn't work out for you, did it? Now, this may be the middle-aged white man creeping out from in between my butt cheeks speaking, but if you are someone who can't handle criticism, you should not be on social media. If you are someone who can't handle a bunch of people calling you out for something stupid that you did, you should not be on social media. You should be inside of strip malls trying to sell used perfume. ZombaeKillz is someone I talked about recently, and after making my video, I thought nothing of it. I thought this is just another person trying to play victim because a bunch of people are calling her out, and she has a documented history of making herself look like a fool, and I thought nothing of it. I thought people were gonna watch it. I didn't anticipate Tipster or the Quartering following me on Twitter and shouting me out, but I genuinely thought, hey, I'm gonna call out this person and I'm going to go on with my life. What I didn't anticipate was her trying to terminate my channel and trying to act as if she is the victim. So this debacle starts off like this. When they explain they know I'm a woman of color and know I get harassed and still do nothing. This is disgusting. And I hope every black creator sees this and knows we are unprotected. This is disgusting. YouTube, you should do better. I gave you 2 entire Google Docs. Well, first of all, don't use black creators as your scapegoat. There are black creators who have not used Breonna Taylor's name as a means to get a PlayStation 5. There are black creators who are dedicated into working hard to build their brand and actually earn opportunities, not use a dead girl just because they can't find a PlayStation 5 because a bunch of virgins got them. It is scummy of you to insinuate that black creators need to pay attention to this and see that we are unprotected. I'm black. I am quite protected in the landscape that I have cultivated because I know not to use a dead girl's name to get things that I want. I also know not to bully a kid with autism and then try to charge that same person $2,000 for 2 videos that I've made on them. It is completely idiotic for you to insinuate that black creators need to keep eyes on this situation because, like I told you, the more eyes that are on this situation, the more that will start smelling the shit and realize that you, Zombie, are the shit stirrer. It is not wise to have black people paying attention to this. It is not wise to have more creators start talking about this. Why? Because the more who see it, the more who actually read into it, are the more that are going to be against you for what you have done, and they will criticize you continuously for what you have done. But nah, lol, we need more black creators to see that you are being treated unfairly because you are justified in using a dead person's name for a PlayStation 5. So after multiple people made videos on her criticizing everything that she's known for on the internet, she tried to flag individuals and she sent information to YouTube in an attempt to get us off of the platform. And spoiler alert, she failed epically. First of all, I am sorry to hear that you're having issues with other users. We take our community guidelines and our users' well-being very seriously, and we made sure to connect with internal teams to review your request. After carefully assessing comments posted to your channel and on other channels you reported, we removed some comments for violating our policies. We also reviewed the videos you have shared with us and identified that the videos do not violate our policies. So she can't handle criticism. So instead of trying to openly discuss it with any individuals or admitting that she was in the wrong for, oh, I don't know, using a dead girl's name to get a PlayStation 5, she went straight to the brass. She tried to get the dogs called on me. She tried to get me, a black content creator, the same black content creator she wants to pay attention to her and how she's being unprotected. She wanted me off of YouTube, and I have a problem with that. That is unfair because I spend my time educating the masses on how to not be stupid on social media. I also spend my time training individuals on how to get a PlayStation 5. And my way of training is not to use a dead person. I spend my time reviewing OnlyFans. And I think I do a good job being a great content creator, considering over the past week I've gained 10,000 fucking subscribers. Thank you very much. So I don't see why you would find it necessary to try to terminate individuals or try to flag them or try to get them banned off of the internet by insinuating we're harassing you for things that deserve to be criticized. I deleted my tweet. The harassment on it was too much. YouTube as a platform is trash and it uplifts the worst of content creation. I agree with that. We should be doing our best to get rid of all couples channels. Those are the worst of content creation. It sucks hate is big business for them. I hope one day they will shut down the cesspools. Until then, it's a tragedy waiting to happen. Now understand, she's trying to guilt trip a bunch of people who are not going to do any sort of research on this situation and try to get them to believe that YouTube inspires hate. It gives them all this motivation to make money. If you're hateful towards other people, you will make millions of dollars, when that is not the case whatsoever. This is a situation of a woman making herself look like a fool and a bunch of people calling her out for that. And unfortunately, we didn't get a lot of representation. You saw a bunch of white individuals doing it. And I understand it hurts seeing white men call you out. That's why I am here to cultivate, to give you the type of representation you deserve. I, the sexiest black man on YouTube, am doing my best to call you out for the scummy tactics that you have done and that you are known for on social media. So I hope that my levels of representation please you, Miss ZombaeKillz. I'm actually interested in the 2 Google Docs she sent to YouTube because I want to see the verbiage in those 2 Google Docs, because I'm willing to bet my right testicle that black woman, I'm a victim. How could these white men are all in those Google Docs? Because she did her best to try and play victim. The problem is YouTube wasn't buying it, because it's documented that she has made a fool of herself and deserves to be criticized. That tweet that she had about being happy about white women getting beaten, she admitted to it, but she admitted to it as if someone else ran her Twitter account, like John Swan was using her Twitter account, when in actuality, she knew what she tweeted. She lied and claimed it was Photoshop. And when a bunch of people actually took the time to do research and look into it, found out the tweet was real, she had to sit there and say, oh, well, we found out that it was actually a real tweet. So too bad for me. And that's that level of pettiness that I don't like about this. I feel it's important to add this part in because I forgot to mention it while recording this video, but it was other Twitter accounts claiming that ZombaeKillz had been swatted. ZombaeKillz herself never mentioned that she had been swatted by any means necessary. What happened was that it was a wellness check. However, I still hold her to task for not going to these people and telling them that it was a wellness check, or not telling them to delete these tweets, because that creates further chaos on her, the quartering, and anyone else involved in the situation. And I don't even dislike ZombaeKillz. I don't want to see her deplatform. I don't want to see her out on her ass somewhere stripping. I don't want to see her as a failure. I would just like for her to admit that she fucked up, that she has a bunch of situations that make her look bad, and she deserves to be criticized for it, and not use the I'm a black woman card to try to get away from it, because you're inviting people to look at this and only look at it halfway. They're not going to look at it and realize that you are a problem and you have things that deserve to be called out. They're going to look at it as a bunch of white men are calling out a black woman during Black History Month, and this is a black woman. Oh, how dare they? This is the problem. We need to deplatform all of these white men, when that's not the case whatsoever. And again, you can disagree with the quartering and all the videos he puts out, or you can agree with the quartering and all of what he puts out. That's fine. But sitting here and thinking that this man needs to be deplatformed because he criticized someone who, again, used a dead girl's name for a PS5, you are delusional. But if I'm going to end this video on any note, it's a message to all of the people that are in support of ZombaeKillz. The next time any black content creator goes around saying a bunch of white people are being mean to them, how about instead of just blindly believing that, you take the time to look into the situation? Because there are people who did no form of research, spent no effort looking into the situation or anything that these people were criticizing ZombaeKillz for. They spent their time sucking her toes and sending out out all these tweets, all these hateful messages to the quartering and anyone else who wasn't believing ZombaeKillz, and now they're spending their time either deleting the tweets, blocking people, or making it about something else that it's not. And that's sad to see, because I'm pretty sure ZombaeKillz has a bunch of loyal followers. And I'm not saying she needs to be off of Twitch. I'm not saying unfollow her. I'm saying actually look into the claims that people are making, because just because she's a black woman and a black content creator, and those are rare to come by, that doesn't mean that they are always in the right and that they shouldn't be criticized for things that they do. Like, oh, I don't know, using a dead girl to get a PlayStation 5, because in those spaces you're inviting people to continuously cheat the system and do scummy things, which should not be the case whatsoever. And for all the people that look at me and say, oh, you're a pick me, you're right. I choose to pick common sense and actual logic, and actually criticizing people no matter the skin color, gender, whatever goes on. I will criticize whoever I see who deserves to be criticized. Subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video. I hope everyone is having a beautiful day. Goodbye.